Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanisha if you already don't know. And today's video we are finally filming my October TBR. I was debating on whether or not I should film my TBR just because I have not read a book since maybe September, but I do want to try to get out of my reading slump. So we are filming this TBR, so hopefully I could get on track and finish a book. We have my TBR jar. I added some like fall spooky-ish themes in this, so hopefully maybe we'll pick out a spooky theme. We will see. But anyways, let's get into the video. So we are gonna be picking 5 books. I feel like 5 books is kind of the minimum, and I feel like it won't overwhelm me because I swear if I pick more than 5 books, I'm probably not going to finish my TBR because I'm such a mood reader, and I feel like 5 books kind of helps me. It just keeps my sanity. But we are going to be picking the first prompt right now. We're going to give it a little bit of a shake. I still haven't gotten a new TBR jar, so my hand is not like fit. So we're just going to be just randomly selecting one. Okay. A book that has been on my TBR the longest. I'm gonna have to go check my bookshelf because honestly I just can't remember right now, but I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I picked a book. I've had this book since maybe even the whole series. I've had the series basically since the beginning when I first started reading, and I've just never picked it up, but I've always heard such great things about it. I feel like this book is the perfect book for the month of October. It is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kira Maniscalco. I 100% just butchered her last name. I can tell. I'm so sorry. I've read her other book before. It's part of like the Kingdom of the Wicked series, and I kind of like that one, but I've heard better things about this series, so I can't wait. I think this is kind of like a retelling of Jack the Ripper, obviously. We kind of follow our main character who, I think she works at the morgue, or she does like the autopsies, basically, something like that. I think her family or someone that she knows works there, so she kind of is familiar with all of that. I could be totally wrong. I don't know much about this book, but I just know there's like a bunch of retelling for other stuff. Like there's one with Dracula, Houdini, all of that. So there's a lot in that series, and I can't wait to get into this book. So yeah, I'm excited. So we're gonna pick our second prompt. The newest book on your shelf. I'm gonna check my Notion because I usually keep track of what books I buy each month. I kind of limit myself on how many books I should buy, so that's kind of thing I've been doing. So let me check my Notion. So the newest book on my shelf is a book that just released, and I bought it on the release date, and I have been wanting to read this for a while, but I've just like kind of held off because I'm kind of nervous, but also I know it's gonna be a good book, and it is Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. Literally got this the day it released, so I've had this on my hands since early September, and so I'm so excited about this, but also so nervous because I love Sally Rooney. Normal People is one of my favorite books of all time, and that book changed my whole life. I'm not ready for this, like mentally, physically, emotionally ready for this. Basically, we follow 2 brothers, and they kind of have like a 10-year age gap. One of them is in his 30s and the other one is in his early 20s, so obviously their mindsets are kind of different and very far apart. And then one day their dad dies, so they have to go back to the funeral, and you know, they're dealing with grief but also dealing with relationship, friendship, and also their relationship between the 2 brothers. It's just a lot, and I just know it's gonna make me cry, possibly, but we will see. I might do a reading vlog for this because I wanted to do a reading vlog for new releases, and obviously this is a new release, so I'm excited but I'm scared. So our third prompt, I feel like this is going pretty well. I mean, the 2 books that we already have are pretty good books. So I feel like the month of October will be really good. A book at least 500 pages long. This is not good for my reading slump. A book that's 500 pages long, at least 500 pages long. So I was between 2 books. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do like a fantasy dystopian type of book or a romance. But I feel like since we already kind of have like a fiction book and somewhat of like a fantasy mystery book, I feel like we need to go with a romance. So I picked Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, and this is the 3rd book in the Knock 'Em Out series. I have yet to read the 2nd one, but I've heard really bad things about the 2nd one, and I know you can just skip to the 3rd one. You can read them as standalones. So we're just gonna move on to the 3rd one because I just know the 2nd one I'm not gonna like it. There's no point, and I've heard better things about this one, so I'm excited. We follow Lucian and Salome, and I can't really remember them from the 1st book because I read the 1st book so long ago. I'm not really familiar with these characters anymore, but I know it's a little bit of like enemies to lovers, so it's gonna be cute. And also it's a small town too as well, so I just know I'm gonna like it. And Lucy Score books are always over like 500 pages long, so this one is about almost like 600 pages. It's like 581 pages, so it's a long book, but we're gonna have fun with it. It's a romance. You can't go wrong with a romance. Our 4th prompt. I have a feeling the 4th prompt is gonna be a good prompt, so we'll see. A book with a red cover. Okay, we can work with that. It's actually on my fall TBR. It is right next to me. We have Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I already talked about this book in my fall TBR, but I love V.E. Schwab. I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and that was one of my favorite books ever, so I want to get more into her books, and I know Vicious is a really good one, so I'm excited to start this. This one is about 2 college roommates, Victor and Ellie. Maybe a little bit of fantasy in this. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I think some dark themes are going to be in this, but I'm excited. I can't wait to read this one. This has been on my TBR for who knows how long too, but I can't wait. Our last prompt. It's going to be a good one. Okay. This is our last prompt. A book you bought because of the cover. Okay. I feel like I have so many books like that. Like, I'm a person who judges a book by its cover, and if it has the cutest cover in the world, I'm gonna buy it. So the last book I picked for this October TBR is Charlie Love and Cliches. This is by Ella Mays, and I read one of her books. No, I read 2 of her books before. I think it's one of them is To Love Jason Thorne, and the other one was Marriage for One, and those were really good. I absolutely love those. And her covers are always so cute. Like, look at this one. It, like, everything about this is so pretty and gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And also the back is so cute. You have the characters there as well, and like the little detail of the city right there too. That is so cute. I absolutely love it. This is basically kind of like a rom-com type of book, which I love a rom-com. I am such a rom-com girl. I always love those types of movies and also love those types of books, so I feel like this book is gonna be perfect and kind of, you know, give me a break from like all the fantasy books, because while I do love fantasy, sometimes you just need a good romance book, and I feel like Ella Mays does it really well, so I can't wait to read this. So these are all the books I'm hopefully going to be reading in October. We will see. We have 5 books. I feel like they're pretty diverse, follow a lot of different subjects and topics. Hopefully we will find a 5-star read in this pile. We will see, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.